Hello, I'm Richard. In a video titled Turning Passion into Profit, I talked about a very specific exercise to do in terms of how to identify which one of your passions to work on with respect to how to turn that into profit for you. This video is about explaining that process in detail so that you will be equipped to be able to do it for yourself. So the first thing to do is to have a sheet of paper divided into 4 columns on the right hand side, and we have 10 rows. And in each of the 10 rows, you just write down 10 things that you love to do, that you enjoy, and have no judgment on what they are. So for the sake of the exercise, I've written these things down, which are common things that people enjoy doing: hiking, technology, photography, dance, travel, food, video games, music, reading, gardening. The order is not important. The next thing to do would be to fill this column in under like, and you rate it out of 20. So you rate each one of these passions, things that you enjoy doing, out of 20 in terms of how much you like doing that activity. And so you see, travel gets a 20 out of 20, food gets an 18 out of 20, gardening gets a 14 out of 20, reading gets a 15 out of 20. So that's the like column, how much you like doing this activity. The next column you fill in is this column here, and it's titled ease. And that is about how easy it is to make money from this particular activity. And whatever number you come up with is perfect. It's all subjective. So do not listen to anybody that try to tell you that you've got the wrong number, because it's all about how you feel about this. So 20 out of 20 is the easiest in which it is to make money out of this activity. 1 out of 20 is the most difficult. So you rate this column out of 20 in terms of how easy it is to make money from the activity. For example, reading is a 5 out of 20, meaning that it's very difficult to make money out of reading. Who wants to pay you to read to them? It's something that should be done for free. Food, 20 out of 20. It's very easy to make money out of food once you've got something people enjoy eating. You then just have to reproduce it in mass quantities and maintain the quality. Once you've rated all that in the ease column, then you go to the last column, which is time. And what that column means in terms of time is how long or how short it takes to turn one of these passions from a project into something that makes money. And so 20 out of 20 is something that takes a really short time to turn into profit. 1 out of 20 is something that takes a long time. And so when you rate this, video games takes a long time, so it gets a lower figure. Food takes a short time once you have the right recipe, so it gets an 18 out of 20. Travel gets a 15 out of 20, pretty high, because once you've got a tour or travel program that people like, it's easy to make money out of that. So that's what you do with the column titled time. Once you have these 3, then you add them all up, like so, to give you a final figure. And the maximum is out of 60, 20, 20, 20. Then you look at the top 3, which are the top 3 numbers. And the top 3 here are food, travel, and technology in that order. So now you've got the 3 projects you can work on in turning your passion into profit. And not only have you got 3 projects you can work on, you have these areas that can interface with each other. For example, you can create something in food that has travel in it using technology. Or you can just do something in technology separately from food. And then you might do a trip combining the two with travel. So once you've got this, then you have some direction, some guidance as to what to do with your time. And this is where the time bank comes in. So the time bank, which is explained in another video, is when you spend 5 hours a week at the start working on these projects. So then you would look and research food. And when you go back to what I said in my original video of turning passions into profit, you've got to create a nano niche. So then in the 5 hours a week with your time bank, you will investigate what nano niche in food you can create and set about doing research, experimenting, trying different things, doing market research, testing out with people, etc. So this is the exercise in terms of how to turn passion into profit. In another video, I'm going to show you how to overlay your core passions into these. Your core passions is about how you resonate with what is deep within your heart at a higher level. These are more specific things you're passionate about. Your core passions are about the things that you value intrinsically, not extrinsically. So this is the exercise in terms of how to turn passion to profit. The end goal is to get the top 3 things for you to work on as your project to turn your passion into profit. I'm Richard.